Hey, how's it going? A little better than the last time I talked, which I think was about a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. I've been not feeling super great. Going on, let's say almost a month. I want to say I started feeling kind of crappy like the beginning of November. And there was a week, I want to say in late October, mid-October, where I didn't feel great, but I kind of worked through that. But yeah, I just been doing a lot of coughing and hacking and kind of feeling exhausted. And the last week or so, my ears have been bugging me. And I did try to go to the doctor or to a med center, but the one I usually went to is now closed or changed into a different type of place. So I didn't actually go. But I've been taking it easy on drinking and trying to sleep more and just having headphones in my ears less, and that has helped. And yeah, I don't know. I know I could feel better quicker if I would get some antibiotics or something, but my unwillingness to engage in confrontations, is at the forefront of my decisions this last couple weeks. And I'll convince myself I'll be fine after enough time, and adjusting what I put in my body as far as like what I eat. So, and it does feel better. I know that drinking beers is not helping, and so I just have to stop. And thinking I'm gonna try and go for a big stop. And today's Tuesday, and the last beers I had were like Sunday afternoon, but just 2 days, and I already feel like better. And I was able to go running this morning and yesterday morning before work and just be a little more productive. So I think my goal is to try to make it through the middle of March and see how I feel then. And if I'm able to do that, that'll be a good preparation for my upcoming boy season that's about to happen. And see, I know I kind of had an epiphany about it last year towards the end of the season, and felt a little sharper mentally and just more engaged all around across the board. So that's something I was thinking about today. I thought might be a fun thing to try and do. So I have one full day down, and today would be a second full day. And I think that far away is like 110 days, but I don't think you should be doing this to yourself where you're looking at how much it's going to be. You just want to look at each little part of the day and what you can do to get there. Think about the money I'm saving too, especially got Christmas and New Year's and more birthdays coming up. It's what? It crumpled up my check and it didn't. Now it took it. There we go. If you don't succeed once, try again. Or try a second time. It worked. I'm just kind of been, I think, not feeling great has kind of warped my energy level, and November was the worst month mileage wise, I think, since I started taking this all so much more seriously in 2020. And I think it just is what it is, and that's gonna happen from time to time. You're gonna have to hit a little reset, and there's plenty of excuses I could fall back on, but like my shoes are well past usable. I mean, they're usable, but like I definitely need a new pair. That would help. And it's cold now, so that's been more difficult. But I want to say I didn't even go hit a long run of 10 miles or more last month at all. And I've just been finding it a little more difficult to find the time to go 10 and hit my hours. And I'm realizing, and I have realized in the last year, that I really can't. It's hard to do it at the office. That I've got to use my time at home wisely, and that includes at least like probably working an hour every day and utilizing my time in the morning before work, and like either running or working then. And it's hard to go on a really long run early in the morning for me, because at that point I've got a mentality of I just want to get it done with, and I feel rushed to be home and help the kids get ready for the day and showered and all that. So yesterday was a 4-mile run. This morning was a 6.2 mile run. Ideally, I'd love for every run to be at least 7 miles, but sometimes that's not. It's just not conducive, and it's hard to make that happen. But that's what I'll shoot for tomorrow. And when I really started running seriously was during the Pandy Wandy, when I had time and I was going like 1 mile more each day, 7 days a week, starting at 4 and working my way up to 10. But those were at peak hours, like probably like starting at 6 or 7 or starting at 8 and But at that time, I only had 2 kids, and it was a little more manageable time wise. But now it's just different, and so I have to choose. And sometimes I don't have a lot of stuff that I can work on at home, so I've had to adjust the things I do at work, which are more important, like in the yard and whatnot. But it just takes a little more preparation. So, yeah, I haven't ran out by the beach in at least 2 months maybe. And I've talked about it ad nauseum, but finding 8 hours of work and sleep is a challenge, and then the other time, divvied up to spend with your kids and your wife, and having a second job it's all management fiasco on a daily basis. But I'm not opposed to waking up super early if I can just get in a routine of it, and that kind of requires me to go to bed a little bit earlier, and also going to bed earlier, then I'm not staying up late eating a bunch of stuff that's not doing anything for me calorically while I sleep. And not that I haven't been pretty good at fasting this whole time I've been sick, but I also just not doing a ton of exercising. I definitely feel heavier and just not good about myself. And I think just not drinking there's a whole other factor that I'm not drinking all these calories and not spending money. And the difficult part is you feel so accomplished one day, and then the next day you convince yourself you deserve one beer, and who's going to drink just one beer, because it's not about the taste. So it's, I think, just finding the right thing to do with the time instead of drinking. And on paper it seems like it could be easy, but I forget that I'm such a homebody that I just love spending time at home. But not all the time am I at home am I engaged with activities with my kids. Sometimes I'm selfishly just on my phone doing my own thing, and it's kind of hard to accept or feel good about. But I think slowly, as we get older, you gain a little bit more perspective about just how much time you really have, and that on the same token, it's pretty easy to just convince yourself that you'll do it another time. And I have issues being less like being unselfish and like making the time for other things besides myself. It's not really anything you can improve upon right away, really. It just kind of, I guess, just like anything, takes practice at like figuring out what else to do. And a lot of these episodes, I think I just want to hear myself talk so that I can find some clarity in the things that I'm grinding my gears about. And that it'll make sense to me. Yeah. I think